Hello, this is just the last little bit of the grandfather's journey story, the bit that we haven't read yet. Can you remember we finished yesterday where he was thinking about he was back in Japan, wasn't he, with his friends, and he was enjoying laughing and spending time with them. But the village was not a place for a daughter from San Francisco, so my grandfather bought a house in a large city nearby. There can't have been enough going on. It's probably like living in Danby. There, the young woman fell in love, married, and sometime later I was born. So we know who the author is now, don't we? When I was a small boy, my favourite weekend was to visit my grandfather's house. He told me many stories about California. He raised warblers and silver eyes, but he couldn't forget the mountains and rivers of California, so he planned a trip. So he's collecting birds again. I wonder if he's collecting the birds from California to remind him of there when he's in Japan, and the opposite the other way around. He obviously likes birds, doesn't he? But a war began. Bombs fell from the sky and scattered our lives like leaves in a storm. When the war ended, there was nothing left of the city and of the house where my grandparents had lived. Sorry about this. So they returned to the village where they had been children, but my grandfather never kept another songbird. The last time I saw him, my grandfather said that he longed to see California one more time. He never did. And when I was nearly grown, I left home and went to see California for myself. So I was obviously inspired by his grandfather. After a time, I came to love the land my grandfather had loved, and I stayed on and on until I had a daughter of my own. But I also miss the mountains and rivers of my childhood. I miss my old friends, so I return now and then when I cannot still the longing in my heart. The funny thing is, the moment I am in one country, I am homesick for the other. Good morning everybody and welcome to Whole Class Reading. Guess what? Grandfather's Journey. So we're very familiar with this story now, aren't we? We've done all sorts with it. We've looked at some retrieval questions, we have answered some inference questions, we have explored events in the story, we've thought about the main character and the other characters and how they might be feeling. So today we're going to look at themes. Now, even though this story is all about travelling, two of the main themes that come from it are home and belonging. So my little task for you today is to create a little paragraph about what home means to you. Now, you don't have to write down the answer to all my questions. You just have to use these questions today to get you thinking about what home means, and then I would like you to write a little paragraph in your own words. Now, it's absolutely fine just to send me the paragraph, but if you would like to, you can record your paragraph and send me a little video. So I'm going to do exactly the same. If you pause this video now, have a look at the questions, write your paragraph, and then if you press play again, I will share what I feel home is with you. Alright, see you in a minute. Hello, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed doing that task. I've done it too. I've done some writing here. I'm going to read it to you. This is what I think home is. So home to me is my family, my husband, my children, my parents and my animals. It is the wide open spaces on the moor and the comfortable, loving feeling in my heart. Home is where I can be myself. When I'm not home, thinking of it makes me feel warm inside. And if I was unable to return home, I would miss it dreadfully. Now, I was thinking then about towards the end of the story where grandfather's home is actually destroyed, the village is destroyed in a war, isn't it? So imagine what it would be like if your home was actually taken away from you. Can you see? Can you remember that page there? where their home was taken away from them. So that would be sad, wouldn't it? But I can't wait to see your brilliant videos or read your marvellous paragraphs. Thanks so much. See you soon.